Uh, okay. Okay, I'm live. Okay. Okay, I made it. Maybe it's too loud now, but okay, I made it. Wait. Okay, yes. I'm live. Thank you. um, okay, wow, it's pretty powerful now. Let me see if I can. Um, yeah, okay. I think it's quite loud right now. Can you hear me? Write me in the comments, of course, if you can hear me. Let's see. Yeah, you can hear me, right? I think so. Yeah, because it's working. Okay, so sorry for the inconvenience, guys, but I don't know why. Every time I start a live streaming right now with the personal computer, uh, I have a problems with the audio connected with the webcam. So hello, Alex. Anyway, before answering your question, hello guys, welcome back to this other chit chat time in which we can talk about everything you want. It can be anime reaction, anime, everything you would like to know, or everything that you would like to discuss together with me. So sorry for a few minutes ago, but now I am okay. Now the audio is working because I can see below this live streaming page. Okay. What's your favorite character of a Violet Evergarden? Oh, um, I don't want it to be obvious. I don't want to be the usual person who's saying the same things over and over again. But I think that, yeah, my favorite character is Violet because she is starting a journey of feelings, and it's like Fushi right now with Fumetsu no Anatae, even if it's something different, but it's always a journey of experiences and feelings. And I think that the fact that she has this handicap, this difficulty to express her feelings, plus she feels as if she's like a robot because of her arms, and she doesn't feel as if she's like a normal person. Yeah, her journey of feelings is quite amazing, and the more we go on with the episodes plus the movies, the two movies, I think yeah, Violet is developing her feelings and her humanity. um, I think, yeah, she's quite brilliant, and the fact that throughout this journey of feelings, she can express her own feelings, not just the feelings of the people who want to write a letter of thanks to her. That's really beautiful. I simply love this character, and I think that she was really well portrayed, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what your opinions are, but definitely I think that she's she's well deserved to be the main character because her story can relate other people somehow. And yeah, I think I really liked the Violet. It was one of my favorite stories so far because it's touching your soul, touching your heart deeply. And you would have never imagined this from a character like her. But the more you go on with the story, the more you feel into it, and it's pretty amazing. I love Violet. Thank you so much for asking this because um, there are moments in which I'm talking about Shingeki no Kyojin all the time, and I think that even other anime deserve pretty nice words and nice um, questions. So thank you so much for asking me this. What do you expect of a Shingeki no Kyojin a new season? Hello, Luminosity Epsilon or Luminosity. Hello. Um, okay, I already explained multiple times what I'm waiting for, but okay, let's say it once again because, of course, you're asking is a chit chat time. So it's better for me to answer it all over again and to answer it one more time. Um, and look, I anticipate you this. I am planning to rewatch season 4, part 1 from August, or yeah, I think from August. I want to rewatch it together with you because, of course, when a season 4 part 2 is coming, I needed to remember many things. August or September, right now, I don't know exactly when, but I'm planning to rewatch it together with you. I mean, I'm going to make other live streamings in which we share one more time the thoughts to see if I'm changing my mind or if I see something else that I couldn't see before. But okay, in season 4, part 1, we saw that Eren was the main change of this season. What I expect, I think that I was right, probably. I mean, I think I'm. If you followed my comments and thoughts and my rewatches throughout, I mean, week after week, you probably understood that my idea is that Eren is going to die. Then probably some of his dear friends are about to kill him because the fact that he's detaching himself from them and now he's just playing the role of the bad guy who changed his mind suddenly. I think it's not probable. I mean, I think Eren always had in his mind the fact that he wants to save his friends, and in season 4 part 1 multiple time you saw this. um, and I think that's why he's playing a role like this. I mean, I think that Eren is playing the role of the bad guy on purpose because his only reason, main reason, is to save his friends. And even if he is not saving himself, it's fine because he has this time limit. And instead of choosing what should I prefer, to rescue myself or to rescue my friends, I think Eren is thinking about rescuing his friends. And if this means that he has to be killed or kill himself, that's okay because I said it many times, even for other anime. I think that even if a character is losing his life physically speaking, he can still be part of his friends' lives anyway. So I think Eren will find a way, no matter if he's dying or not, to leave a connection with his friends or to let them understand that that's what it was good to do. Um, then should I explain you what I am about to watch in season 4, part 2? I don't know, but I think I answered to your question. Yes or no? Tell me. um, yeah, I think there will not be a happy ending because that's what Isayama wanted to plan. But at the same time, I think, yeah, he wants to rescue his friends and, yeah, Armin, Mikas, and all the others as much as it was told in season 3, part 2. So I think, yeah, the fact that Eren was saying that he hates Mikasa like that, I don't really think so. I think that it's totally the opposite. I think he really loves her instead. And I gave you already multiple examples in which I can see this love. Untold, but it's love. Yeah. Thank you for asking me anyway, because usually you repeat me this question, but the other times I was saying, okay, I don't want to answer because I already answered, but I think right now I answered to you, right? Let me know. Thank you for asking anyway. Okay, what should we talk about? Do you have other questions? Do you want me to tell you my opinions about something in particular? Let me know. Let me know. I'm waiting for your questions if you have some. Otherwise, we can find some other subjects. It's not a problem to me. Do you have other questions for me? But look, I heard that We will see. Follow me on Instagram if you don't, because over there I can publish sometimes the news and things like this, and comment on them. For example, I heard that on July the 4th, there will be a new Demon Slayer trailer regarding season 2. Um, the reason why there will be this trailer is because there is this event of Aniplex, and of course you know that Demon Slayer is made, let's say the producers are Ufotable, of course, but even Aniplex, that is this main company of anime production. And yeah, on the 4th of July, can't wait, because of course I will make the reaction video, so you will find it on the channel. And then there will be even the Chainsaw Man trailer. So of course, I'm going to react to it too, because I can't wait for this story. I heard so many beautiful things about it, and I'm curious. I hope it's not something that I have already seen, even if it's a shonen. So of course there is this risk. But I would like to find new stories with new plots, or with something original, like in Fumetsu no Anatae. Even To Your Eternity, it's a shonen, but yeah, I can find something different, a different story, a different way to proceed with the story. So it's really interesting. Yeah, absolutely. Do you have other questions for me? Do you want me to talk about something in particular? Come on, join me. I know that right now, look, it's 1:30 a.m. No, 1:30 p.m. Sorry, here in Japan. But probably I know that this is not the proper time to make a chit chat, because there is nobody joining me. Maybe it's the wrong time. I know, unfortunately, with these different time schedule and things like this, it's always not so easy to catch you, to find some people in this moment. Look, I'm waiting some other minutes. If you don't join me, it's okay. Maybe I can find another time in which I can make it, maybe early in the morning, or when it's late night or night here in Japan. So in your country, maybe it's morning or afternoon, who knows. I don't know. Let me know anyway, because I without you, it's really hard to talk randomly about things like these. But if you have questions, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. What should I talk about? I know that um, in these days, even Sailor Moon Eternal came out on Netflix, and there were some people complaining about this. I mean, about the two movies. I don't understand why. I mean, okay, there is a deep attachment to the 90s version of the fourth season, or of all the seasons of Sailor Moon, because at that time it came out in a different way, because it was not following the manga, and also because it was quite repetitive. I mean, it was repeating over and over again throughout the episodes the same things, the same structures of the episodes. But I don't understand why people are complaining for this, because I think that the graphic was amazing, the music was amazing, the transformations were amazing. Maybe the problem is that you guys couldn't go to the cinema to watch it, or to watch them, because there are two movies. Um, because on the contrary, I really think that it was pretty nice. Hello, Vincent. Thank you for the question. You saved me somehow. What anime have you learned the most from? Oh, that's a great question. Well, I've never heard a question like this. Thank you so much for asking me. Well, sincerely, I have to tell you that no matter the anime I watch, I'm learning many things from all of them. And I know that maybe this answer is not satisfying you, but every time you start a journey and you start a new anime, you can get in touch with the characters, one more than the other one. You can find the parts of your life in the anime you're watching. You can accept even your weak points, not just your strength. I mean, not just your strong points and what makes you a great person, but even your limits, your weak points. There are so many anime I watched that they helped me thinking more about myself, or they helped me understanding more about my limits, my weak points. But if I have to pick some of them, I should say Naruto. I should say even Shingeki no Kyojin. Yes, I should say. It's really difficult. Ah, it's so difficult. Hmm. Look, even Fumetsu no Anatae is teaching me lots of things. I am learning so much, um, but I find that it's so difficult to pick one in particular because if you follow me since the beginning, since I started making reaction videos, you understand that every time I find a deep connection with the story, or I find some of my personal experiences too in all of the stories I'm following. So, if I have to, but even okay, if I'm talking about another genre, even Nana taught me lots of things. Um, I think Japanese anime, they have this great skill. I mean, they have this great way to describe human feelings and how a human being is feeling in a particular moment. And no matter if it's something laughable or not, anime, they are able to dig inside of your soul little by little, and you find the parts of yourself, definitely. So your question is amazing, but I can't pick one anime that taught me something, or an anime from which I have learned so many things, because there are so many and it's really hard. I think that even if you ask me what kind of character taught you most of the things you know now, it's hard to, because there are so many characters, so many anime titles that I can recommend you, and they are so amazing. It's really, really hard. Look, if we talk about psychology, even Evangelion taught me lots of things. Um, so many things. It depends on what you're searching for. Because if you're searching up psychological story, if you're searching something historical, if you search something about feelings, if you search something about um, your inner thoughts, something about, look, even the contrast between protagonist and antagonist, or the contrasts between good and evil, the concept of a friendship. Now I'm checking One Piece, as I told you many times, but even in One Piece, friendship is one of the most important subjects. And yeah, loyalty, all these things that you can find in many different animes. So that's why it's really hard for me to pick one. So sorry if I couldn't answer to you properly, but this is really hard for me to say. But thank you for the question, because it was one of the most, I think, yeah, the most original question till now. Thank you. I like your answer. You're right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, thank you for appreciating my answer, because it's really hard. To me, I would say Violet and Naruto. Okay, very good. But listen, even Violet, or even Now to Your Eternity, mm, I love this type of anime because I can really feel myself into it. and I can relate with most of the characters. Because as much as I did for Shingeki no Kyojin, I like to put myself in their positions, even if something is not right, even if something is against my policy or against my prior thoughts. I think it's nice sometimes to say, okay, I am avoiding what I'm thinking, and I'm just trying to erase my thoughts and try to put myself in their positions, even if I don't agree with some characters or their behaviors. But it's something that people should do in order to have their own thoughts, in order to make their final decisions about what's good and what's wrong in each reactor's opinions. So yeah, I think Violet and Naruto. Yeah, but Naruto is my first love. So of course, I told you this was the first title I gave you. But yeah, Naruto. Wow. I watched Naruto since I was 10 or 11 or something like that. And yeah, it taught me a lot. Especially, it was a great inspiration because a character like Naruto is one of my favorite characters because his life was really hard, but he has always found a way to survive. And for example, Naruto has never thought to die or to think that it was better to die instead. Naruto was an inspiration because no matter how hard life is, you still push forward, you still go on, and you will always find a way. This is the best message I think Naruto gave. Also, because his existence was pretty sad. But no matter how sad his life was or his pain was, he always found a way to go on. And even if nobody was surrounding him or nobody was staying by his side, at the end of the story, he had everyone on his side. And this proves you that there will always be a chance to find someone who's understanding you. It's just about time. You don't have to think, okay, now the world is against me. Now there is nobody that can understand me. No, that's not true. Yeah, Naruto, oof, Naruto is in my heart. Even if some people complain about Naruto because they are saying that there are too many fillers, okay, that's true. Sometimes you could skip the fillers anyway. Um, or some people, many people, they were complaining about the end of Naruto, how Naruto finished. But as I told you many times, I think that it's not important the last episode. Yes, it has an importance. I don't want to say that it doesn't, but the journey, what's in between, it's definitely more satisfying for me than the last episode. In the case of One Piece, I'm just curious to see what One Piece is, and I think that till the end we will never discover it. But in stories like Naruto, the most important thing is the middle things. I mean, what's happening in the middle, because um, Naruto, without becoming Hokage, he could reach his goal many times. Because one of his first goals was to be surrounded by friends, to find people who admired him, people who acknowledged him. And even after the Pain saga, he was acknowledged somehow. So he didn't need to become Hokage immediately to do something like this or to reach that goal, as much as to reach Sasuke. We didn't need to reach the end or the last episode to see this. Once this fourth war, great war started, and a little bit later, we find that Sasuke was staying next to Naruto once again. So he could reach this goal once again without reaching the last episode. Of course, there was this myth of the last battle between Sasuke and Naruto. But I think this is something as a plus, or the fact that he became Okage is still a plus to me because the most important things were happening in the middle of the story, and this was enough for me. As much as there are other people complaining about Boruto, I think Boruto right now is pretty nice. I'm not reading the manga, I'm just following the anime, and I know anyway that right now the Kawaki saga is following the manga. So I know that there were almost 200 fillers, or let's say 180 fillers till now about Boruto, but I think that even those fillers were okay because we needed to get in touch with new characters and we had to erase a little bit the image we had about Naruto characters, or the fact or the affection we had for those characters. So even if people wanted to start the Boruto anime with the the episodes that they were coming from the manga directly, I think that even those fillers before could let you understand some things, could let you detect the personality of these new characters. And now we understand pretty well how Boruto is, how Sarada is, how Mitsuki is, even if maybe we still have to understand many things about them. But we have all these descriptions in our mind that they were essential to me. Then of course, yes, 180 fillers, they are pretty uh, quite a lot. I was saying it by in Japanese, sorry, but it's fine because now there is this Kawaki saga, and I think Boruto is becoming really great. People shouldn't underestimate stories just because they are sequels, like in the case of Boruto. I think Boruto has nothing to do with the Naruto story. This is something else. But people like to put them together because he is the son of Naruto. Yes, but I think that it would be better if we check this story as an independent story, even if the father is Uzumaki Naruto. Who cares? We are talking about Boruto and he's a generation now. So we should pay attention on this instead. That's what I believe. But yeah, now I really like Boruto. I really like these episodes with the Kawaki. And I think, oh, look, I'm already imagining what can happen in the future with Kawaki, Himawari, Boruto, and all the others. So it's quite nostalgic sometimes because, yeah, Naruto was my first love. So, of course, I can find some connections, but even when I'm watching the development of Sasuke's character, I have never expected him to become like this. But it's so nice because now in this story, I like Sasuke. In Naruto, I found him, oh, come on, etc., etc., etc. But now I appreciate him so much. Hello, Emia. Thank you so much for your question. What do you think about your eternity? Okay, this is a question that is quite general. I mean, it's too big as a question because it could take time, but thank you for your question anyway. To your eternity. I think it's, as I was saying some minutes ago, I think it's original story. It's a deep story, and the good thing of To Your Eternity is not that it's the usual shonen. The usual shonen, you find lots of battles, lots of great fights, etc., etc. But here we are focusing on this path of feelings, of this path of knowledge, and it's amazing. I think it's becoming one of my favorite stories so far, and I love all the characters. Even the creator of Fushi, I like him because I like these mysterious characters. They don't tell you anything until the end or until we reach the middle of the story, let's say. But definitely, To Your Eternity, you should watch it, guys. If you didn't, you should, because all the themes involved, even yesterday's episode, it was pretty amazing. It was brilliant, full of things to say, and actually, I felt really. I felt it was really hard for me to tell you all of my thoughts about last episode because I was making 20 minutes of commentary and it was quite long. But it really deserves as a story. And the more I go on, the more I appreciate what I'm seeing. I don't know what's happening, of course, because I'm not reading the manga. But if at the beginning we think, I mean, if in these episodes we think that the story is becoming a repetition because there is the boy, he's dying, and then he's taking the wheel, or anyway, he is inheriting the boy, then the wolf, then the bear, then a march, then probably Gugu. Yeah, it seems that the structure of the story is almost the same. So if it's going on like this forever, maybe people are about to feel bored, okay? But I don't think so. I think we will reach a point in which the story is changing so much, or something is happening that is making me feel, okay, thank you so much that I have chosen this story because it really deserves. So I am expecting that Gugu is about to die, or it's going to die. But I think that this story has some other things to say, and it's not a repetition of events. I think something else is about to happen, and let's see. But I really like this journey because it's a journey of um, thoughts, feelings, um, growth, um, the meaning of heart, to have a heart, or to exist, not just because someone else created you, but also because you yourself are experiencing things by yourself. I think, yeah, there is always a creator, like in our case, our parents create us, but then it's up to us to use our own feet to create our story, to create our path, right? So even if this creator of a Fushi created him, then Fushi was able to get in touch with other people, to feel, to recognize things that he has never recognized before. And this is really nice. I think, yeah, To Your Eternity was a nice surprise. And I hope, okay, next week it will be episode 10, but I hope that there will be season 2 or season 3. I don't know how many chapters there are right now about Fumetsu no Anatae, but I think that there will be a second season for sure. Come on. I don't think that everything is finishing with the 20 episodes. This is something crazy. I don't think so. But let's hope, because I'm going to follow it for sure. I definitely like this story more and more. The more we go on, yeah, as I told you, some people think that if there is not a battle, if there is not a huge fight, oh, it's becoming boring. No, you should appreciate even episodes like these in which the author is explaining Google's life, and not just Google's life, but as a consequence, even Ring's life, even Fushi's existence, thanks to Google, and all the characters are rotating around this entity that is Fushi. That's so interesting, and sometimes we don't need battles. sometimes we should just focus on the story. And I don't understand when people say, "Oh, I didn't understand this episode," or "Oh, I didn't understand what this character wanted to say." Why? Why? Maybe the reason why is that because you don't pay attention on details, or you expect to watch bottles and bottles and bottles just because it's a shonen, but that's not true. It's not something obvious. Okay, so we should think more when we watch anime. We should think more and observe more, because it's just when you observe more then you can find yourself. So, but to your eternity, yeah, it's in my favorite list till now. Hello, KM. Hello, what's your idea about crying a character? What does it mean? I mean, what do I think about characters that are crying, or what do I think about characters that make me cry? Comment me. I mean, confirm me what type of question this is. What do you think of Vivi's animations and anime? I have never watched the Vivi's animation. I mean, Vivi's anime, and that's why in the community you still have, I think, a few hours to vote between Vivi Flow Right, Eyes a Song, and 86. Which anime should I watch next? So go in the community and please vote, because there are just few hours. Let me check. Let me check right now. Is it just few hours or is it finished? I have to interrupt the poll. Let me see. Okay. Oh, okay. So a few hours. Look, I think after this live streaming, when this live streaming will finish, I will interrupt even the poll in the community section. So please go on voting, because it's up to you. I mean, I let you choose all the time. KM, write me in the comments, I mean in the chat box, what type of question was this? Because what's your idea about crying character? What does that mean specifically? Just confirm me what do you want to know? Okay. But yeah, there are so many stories that are so great, and it's so difficult in a live streaming like this to put everything together and to let you know what I think. So it's really, really hard. So sorry for that. But I hope that I'm answering your questions anyway. Do you have other questions? Anyway, KM, I'm still waiting for your confirmation. I mean, what does that mean? What's your idea about crying character? What what do you mean? Vote in the poll, because after this live streaming I'm about to delete the poll and confirm you what's the winner, who's the winner. Vivi, Fluoride's Eyes a Song, or 86. Go in the community section right now and vote your favorite one. So it will be my future, I mean the next anime I'll react to together with Made in Abyss that it's already shot. So I just have to edit the videos and upload them. Okay, any other question? Come on, ask me questions, or you can give me an inspiration so we can start talking about something. It's up to you. But yeah, talking one more time about Sailor Moon, I think that, yeah, people are just attached. I mean, they feel so nostalgic because the 90s version was something else. And even when people say, oh, they are rushing, they are following the manga. If the manga was rushing, I mean, if the manga was so fast, it's because this animation is coming after what you have seen in 1990s. So of course it's different, and of course you probably don't like it because it's too contracted, but that's the manga. Personaggio più strano in un anime. Ok, più strano, grazie per la domanda, Emilia. The strangest character in an anime. Nice question. The strangest. Okay, let me think a little bit because so many characters inside my head. The strangest. Oh, you mean, I mean, Emilia, tu intendi strano a livello fisico, cioè estetico, o a livello proprio mentale, cioè di come si rapportava con gli altri personaggi, cose di questo tipo? In che senso strano? Specificamelo, ok? Così posso quantomeno togliere alcuni personaggi perché più strano è molto generico, no? È molto mentale, mentale, ok. Ok, tolta la fisicità, mentale. Beh, per esempio, se parlo di Full Metal Alchemist, mi viene in mente sia Wrath, I mean, sia Bradley, per alcune ragioni, ma anche Greed. È abbastanza strano, nel senso che, ok, logicamente poi vedrete i reaction e capirete il mio modo di portare avanti quello che penso, no, della storia. Però parlo di Full Metal in questo preciso momento, perché sono strani, perché entrambi richiedono, cioè vogliono delle cose, ma le vogliono ottenere nel modo sbagliato. E queste cose che vogliono ottenere, tra virgolette, sono anche cose propositive, vedi come ad esempio Bradley che vuole comunque avere una famiglia, no? Perché abbiamo visto negli episodi successivi, lo vedrete logicamente nei reaction, ma King Bradley vuole avere una famiglia accanto a sé, perché quando era ragazzo, cioè giovane, molto giovane, ed è stato trasformato in King Bradley, penso che lui avesse una visione della vita completamente diversa. Poi, logicamente, grazie a questo potere, tutto si è distorto e quindi è diventato un caos totale, ma io penso che a lui piacesse avere effettivamente una moglie che fosse presente per lui, che fosse accondiscendente, che fosse amorevole, eccetera, eccetera, eccetera. O gli piacesse avere un figlio, anche se poi sappiamo benissimo che Pride, eccetera, eccetera, insomma, un bel caos questa storia, ma mi è piaciuta tantissimo, ok? Eppure penso tuttora che King Bradley avrebbe voluto avere tanta normalità, perché è quella normalità che gli è stata strappata via quando, quando da giovane è stato trasformato in Wrath. Quindi anche quello, devo dire, è molto strano, no? Perché tu pensi un villain diventa villain, ok? E rimane villain, no. La bellezza delle volte degli anime è poter percepire dell'umanità in qualcuno che non è neanche più umano per tutte le atrocità che compie, no? Quindi sì, mi sono molto piaciuti, molto, ma anche Greed, ok? Che poi aiuterà anche il principe, no? È stato bello vedere anche questo, però anche Greed voleva l'amicizia, voleva l'attaccamento a qualcosa di positivo, a un'immagine di amicizia che non ha mai potuto ottenere, perché logicamente Greed è sempre stato sfruttato da Pride e tutti gli altri, ma quando vide che col principe poté creare questa amicizia, questo legame in particolare, poi quello che successe dopo, insomma, il suo sacrificio, eccetera, eccetera, a me ha emozionato, ma è stato molto strano perché non si capiva tanto bene cosa c'era nella mente di Grida fino a quando, stavo per dire Until, comunque fino a quando poi non vediamo che lui ha questo attaccamento speciale col principe e poi crea questo bellissimo rapporto. Però sì, mi è piaciuto tantissimo vedere questo retroscena o comunque questa possibilità da parte dei personaggi di provare delle mancanze e e cercare di colmarle nel modo sbagliato, come nel caso di Wrath, ma anche nel miglior modo possibile se parliamo di greed. Ecco, credo, beh, sto parlando di Full Metal Alchemist, ovviamente, non in generale, però oddio, di altri anime, oddio, strano, strange, strano mentalmente. Vediamo un attimo. Beh, se parliamo di Code Geass, Lelouch, assolutamente. Cioè, io credo che Lelouch, io ho fatto amore e odio nei confronti di Lelouch, poi lo vedrete nei reaction, ma io, cioè, c'erano delle volte che dicevo, vai Lelouch! E altre volte dicevo, ma che cacchio stai facendo Lelouch? Cioè, voglio dire, sì, anche Lelouch io penso che sia un personaggio molto controverso, molto strano a livello mentale proprio, perché l'ho capito e non l'ho capito, ma mi è piaciuto non capirlo, perché non mi piace capire tutto, ok? È stata una bella scoperta perché è la prima volta che mi sentivo contrariata, nel senso non sapevo se stare dalla sua parte oppure no. Però sicuramente c'erano dei momenti in cui apprezzavo quello che faceva e altri invece in cui dicevo, cioè, ma, ma il motivo? Cioè, che poi logicamente si è capito andando mano a mano avanti con la storia, infatti lo vedrete. Vediamo. Se parlo di Made in Abyss, che tanto l'ho già girato, quindi non è un problema. Fino adesso, io, beh, guardate, cioè io non ho mai provato così tanta rabbia nei confronti di un villain come l'ho provata nei confronti di Bondordo, come cavolo si chiama, perché ha un nome molto strano. Bondordo, sì, penso che si chiami così a livello nella pronuncia giapponese, ok? Bondordo. Non ho mai provato un odio verso un villain così tanto come nel suo caso. Cioè io penso che Bondordo, se avessi avuto la possibilità, ok, l'avrei squartato direttamente con le mie mani. Cioè, lo vedrete, ho provato una rabbia che non sapevo neanche più come sfogarla durante i reaction, cioè non potevo dire parolacce, non potevo dire niente, quindi potete immaginare quanto mi sia trattenuta. Però sì, ho provato tanta stranezza perché anche nel film, no? Quando viene, tra virgolette, sconfitto e parla con Nanaci, cioè, io cioè non veramente posso comprendere, anche se non vorrei, posso comprendere le ambizioni di Bondordo, oppure quello che gli è capitato quando è disceso nell'abisso, tutto quello che vuoi, ma non riesco a perdonare degli atteggiamenti simili. Quindi sono molto magnanima delle volte, sono molto sensitiva, cioè no, non sensitiva, sensitive, quindi sensibile, ma quando trovo davanti dei personaggi così, nonostante la stranezza, cioè, provo tanta rabbia, quindi no, vedrete, perché non riesco a esprimere la rabbia che ho provato quando ho guardato il film, ma anche la fine della prima stagione, cioè io non so cosa aspettarmi dalla seconda, ma poi, oddio, parlando di... Per esempio, ok, facciamo così, parliamo di Shingeki, strano. Beh, personaggio alquanto strano potrebbe essere anche Hanji o Sasha, però in entrambi i casi mi sono sempre tanto piaciute. Penso che fossero due boccate d'aria fresca, due toccasana in una situazione degenerativa come quella che conosciamo tutti. Quindi sì, nonostante la loro stranezza, io penso che fossero, cioè che siano, due personaggi azzeccatissimi nella loro stranezza. E quindi ho ringraziato Isayama per il fatto che ha messo all'interno di una storia così anche tosta, perché all'inizio neanche pensi e dici, vabbè, non mi aspetterei mai una storia così cruda, no? Sì, il classico shonen, battle shonen, giganti, umani, ma dopo... Quindi sì, credo che siano stati molto strani, ma arrivo a dire che anche Grisha è molto strano come personaggio, cioè lo comprendi perfettamente e comprendi sia quando sbaglia che quando non sbaglia, per cioè in un certo senso, però ho reputato strano anche lui come personaggio, perché ha un mondo dietro, duro, tosto, però poi ha fatto le peggio cose e quindi molto strano. A livello psicologico, sì, cioè, assurdo. Oddio, poi di altri personaggi, insomma, ce ne sono parecchi, dovrei analizzarli proprio tutti nella mia mente e ci impiegherei 3 anni. Però, eh, beh, torno a parlare di Full Metal un secondo. Per esempio, anche Hohenheim potrebbe essere risultato strano all'inizio, poi logicamente ha spiegato tutto, no? Ma all'inizio dicevi, ma in che senso? Cioè, ma, ma- ma è lui il problema? Non è lui il problema? Ma perché non parla con i suoi figli? Perché non dice? Perché è così misterioso? Cioè, no, la bellezza dell'essere strani è avere qualcosa di nascosto dietro, ancora inesplorato, che sta a te esplorare, o comunque quando ti viene detto hai una reazione tua, no? Ma oddio, ce ne sono tanti, tanti, ma tanti tanti, veramente. Anche Suzaku per Code Geass potrebbe essere molto strano, incoerente, forse incoerente più che strano delle volte. È dura, però grazie per la domanda, perché intanto continuo a pensare, se mi viene in mente qualcos'altro te lo riferisco dopo, però sì. Character who they always cry. Ah, okay, thank you, KM. For example, a character that is always crying. Hmm. I've never met a character that is always crying. Can you give me an example of a character that I followed that is always crying? Hmm. But okay, if now I don't have one in my mind, maybe Thorfinn at the beginning was crying a little bit and he had to find his self-confidence, but I don't remember characters that keep going on crying all the time. So okay, let's pretend that I know some of them. I can say that okay, maybe they are crying for a specific reason. I mean, I don't like when I say, okay, he's always crying, that's boring. No, maybe this or that character is always crying because there is a reason why. And I would like, in that case, if that's the case, I would like to discover more about that character that is always crying, the reasons why he's doing what he's doing. Good morning, RB Games. Hello, Pirates of Shanglu. Oh my, what happened? um, I don't know. I think I've never found a character that it was always crying. Can you tell me a name? Because it's really difficult to to find one. I don't know. I really don't know. But I don't like to point a finger towards these characters if there are these type of characters because maybe they are too sensitive or maybe they have a background story that made made them become like this. What's my name? Our eyes, your eyes. Which character has the most underrated power? Oh, okay, okay. This is good. This is a nice question, Emilia. I think that, okay, if we talk about Naruto, I think that Rock Lee or um, Guy Sensei, they both are underrated because, listen, Guy Sensei defeated Madara. You know what I mean? Okay, when nobody could, here we are. Guy Sensei made it. And it was awesome to watch this because Rock Lee and Guy Sensei, they remind me all the characters that are discriminated because they can't reach the goal they want because they don't have the abilities to reach those goals. But at the same time, they are the ones who are about to defeat a monster or a villain like Madara when other people couldn't. So absolutely, I think, yeah, if we talk about Naruto, yeah, I think Guy Sensei and Rock Lee, even Rock Lee, when he tried to defeat Gaara at the beginning with the during the tuning exam, oh, that was amazing too. I really liked that moment because Gaara was too convinced. Okay, later it happened what happened, but I think that Rock Lee, even in that moment, was pretty amazing. Let's see. Underrated. Ah, okay. Wait. I'm thinking. If we talk about Shingeki no Kyojin, an underrated power, even if it's not a power, but I think Falco is underrated still, even if I really love him. But I think Falco is an exception because he likes to talk. He likes to let other people think when they are wrong, what's wrong. And I don't know if this is a power, but in my opinion, he's a little bit underrated because there are people who like many other characters, the main ones, okay, who have special powers, who can transform into titans, etc., etc. But yeah, I think Falco will give us great surprises in the future. I hope so. But yeah, in Shingeki no Kyojin, underrated. Ah, but okay, even Armin is underrated till now. I don't know what's happening later, but I think yeah, especially in the first seasons, Armin was really underrated because he was always afraid of everything. He was scared. But then the more he went on, the more he found the courage. He found a way to say his opinions and to be sure of what he was saying, especially when he was against Eren in that episode when Eren said to Mikasa, I hate you. Oh, in that moment, Armin, who cares about being afraid of the fact that in front of me, I have the Shingeki no Kyojin, the Shiso Titan, etc., etc. I want to tell him how bad he is right now. So I really appreciated Armin in that moment. Yeah, but I think, yeah, Armin sometimes is underrated, or John is underrated too, sometimes, even if I really like John, but they are underrated because they don't have these super great power, okay, except for the fact that Armin later he's inheriting the colossal titan. But even John, he was underrated at the beginning, but now he is one of my favorite characters. I think he made a great development, no matter if he has a special superpower or not. I think John is really nice too. Yeah. um how can I, let's see. Of course, I will forget something or someone because it's obvious, but underrated. Okay, in the case of Code Geass, I already watched it. That's why I can answer. In the case of Code Geass, the most underrated. Okay, you were talking about power, but let's say the most underrated character in general in Code Geass. I think, yeah, in Code Geass, the underrated character was Nanali because I think she could have had the power to solve everything. And at the same time, she's really powerful because even if she is blind, even if she has some physical difficulty, she is a light for Lelouch. She's so powerful because she can change Lelouch's feelings so easily. And why she's an underrated power is because, yeah, she could have solved everything in the best way. But the fact that, okay, you will see the commentary episode after episode, but yeah, I think Nanali is underrated. Yeah, if I have to pick one, absolutely, yeah. Or even Karen, but no, I think Nanali is the one. Yes. In Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and underrated. Hmm. Wow. This is hard. This is really hard. In Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and underrated. But an underrated could be all, because every time in this story, everyone is uh, expecting things from Edward, because he is the state alchemist and he seems to be so powerful. But as I told you in many reaction videos, and even in the episode of tomorrow, you should check it, Edward can't do everything without All. So even if All is in that condition, and even if Edward seems to be the most powerful one, I think All is so powerful too. And maybe without All, even when we will go on with the story, you'll see that without All, some things were not possible. For example, and you will see it tomorrow, when All is rescuing Elizabeth against the Lust. If All was not there, Elizabeth probably would have died. But in this case, I'm telling you, I love Al, because even if he is underrated, for some reasons, I think, yeah, Al is great. I mean, he is also the hope that makes Edward go on, for example, right? Or he is essential in some of the most important scenes, especially at the end. I think, yeah, he's underrated, but he is so essential. Yeah, I don't know. Let me think about other things. Okay, in Demon Slayer, an underrated, but okay, an underrated character is Zenitsu. I think that Zenitsu is a character that can give us lots of satisfactions later, and I can't wait to watch season 2. But yeah, I think Zenitsu is the typical character that seems to be a loser, but then we know that when he falls asleep, he's so powerful. And I like these type of characters, because these characters makes you understand that one thing is the surface, what every person, sorry, can see, and one thing is to go deep inside of the character and not underestimating him just because he seems to be a loser, or he seems to be too much because he's laughing too much, he is screaming too much. It's his own way to get attention. That's what I think. What else? In Vinland? Oh, underrated. In Vinland, it's hard. I don't know, actually. In Vinland, the most underrated character? I don't know. Let me say maybe Thor's, just because we saw him in the first 2 episodes. And even if Thor's is dead, that doesn't mean that he's not powerful still, because throughout the story, Thor's is still over there next to Thorfinn, in Thorfinn's mind, and can make Thorfinn change his mind when he's remembering what his father wanted to fulfill, and how powerful is his idea to go to Vinland, to let this dream come true. And then Thorfinn realizes this. Yeah, I think sometimes we find the characters that are dying at the beginning, like Avan in Dragon Quest, for example, but they are still essential later. And even if we said, okay, Torso was so great when he was alive, but then he died, and no, I think even if they are dead, they can still be there. They can still inspire the main characters to go on. But underrated, look, wait a second. Maybe underrated, it could be even a Knuto, because at the beginning Knuto seems to be so fragile, so sad, so shy, but later, wow, Knuto developed his character so greatly. I think it was a great surprise. I think, yeah, mm, Knuto made me think a lot, and I was really amazed to see how he changed thanks to what happened to his life. It was just like as if he opened his cage and could be free to behave how he wanted. Uh, yeah, Knuto. Yeah, Knuto. If we talk about Dragon Quest, yeah, I can say Pop, and I really love Pop. He is one of my favorite characters of this story, and he is underrated because even in this case, like in the case of Zenitsu, or like in the case of Rock Lee, there are some characters in stories like this that seem to be fragile, that they seem that they are not powerful enough, that they always need help, but we saw that Dai could defeat Baran thanks to Pop, and I like these characters. Yeah, because nothing is impossible. Even you that you think that you are um, too sensitive, too shy, too fragile, too weak. No, I think all people are really strong. They just have to find their strength deep inside. But we are all strong, more or less, but we are all strong. And then, hmm, what other stories? Okay, you were saying me, yes, RB games, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, Yamcha, it could be one of those characters. Yes, um, absolutely. Yeah, but let me think. Huh, in Dragon Ball. Wow. But even Krillin. I think Krillin, he is one of those characters. I mean, even if he is not so strong as Goku is, etc., etc., but for example, Krillin, when Freezer killed him, that was the most important moment because thanks to that, Goku could turn into Super Saiyan. So, no characters. I think all the characters are essential and shouldn't be underrated because when you reach the moment in which you think something like this, then there is something that is happening that is changing your mind. So, who knows? Yeah, yeah, thank you for the question. That was really brilliant. If I find other answers or something else, of course I will tell you, but I could stay here hours and hours because it's too hard to talk about all the underrated characters. But yeah, Alex, I was watching your masterpiece about Violet. Oh, yeah, okay, a masterpiece. Thank you so much. Your talk about it sounded so deep. Thank you, and touching. Thank you so much. Oh, really? No, I didn't want you to cry for real. I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for the support. Unfortunately, my sister, she's always saying that anime is not deep. There is always a way to change her mind. For example, if you are in the living room and you put an anime, I think your sister sometimes can check that anime, even if she doesn't like it, or even if she doesn't want it to watch it, because it depends on the scene itself. I think you should go to the living room, turn on the TV, put an anime, and just watch it to see if she can catch if she can catch something that can be interesting for her. It happens. I mean, we should change these people's mind because I think, yeah, anime they are pretty deep. I lost the count of how many times I cried thanks to anime. I think, wow, I cried so many times. You'll see. You'll see. Mother Superfan, you're a beautiful person. Oh, thank you, Mother Superfan. Thank you so much for your beautiful comment. And I enjoy your emotional responses to these amazing anime. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. These is so great to hear. I really appreciate what you said. Thank you. What's your favorite Dragon Ball Z character? Oh, wow. Um, Dragon Ball Z character. I think a Freezer. Because, first of all, I want to tell you that I really like villains. I really, really like villains. Mm, so I have this great feeling about them. But yeah, Freezer. I really like that because I remember when I was a teenager, I think, no, I think I was a baby girl. I was 10 or something like that. And I was watching Dragon Ball Z on TV together with my mom because she was watching Dragon Ball Z too, together with me. Um, I think yeah, Freezer was one of the best villains. I mean, the typical representation of a villain. And yeah, I like the last transformation of a Freezer. Some other people say that the first one is the best one. No, I think the last one is wow. He was terrifying me at that time. I remember that, but I was not afraid to watch those episodes. I really enjoyed. The more he was a villain like that, the more I liked it. Yeah, and I think that he was the main villain of a Dragon Ball in general. I think, yeah, I think if we talk about villains in Dragon Ball, Freezer is number one, in my opinion. Then, of course, you can have different opinions, but yeah, Freezer. Yeah. Then, if we talk about the good side, I mean the good characters and not the bad ones, I love Goku. I love the main protagonist. He Why do I like Goku is not because he is the Super Saiyan, etc., etc., but because he is a particular character. He is not the usual kakoi, the handsome character that is not is not making mistakes, or that he is the classical hero. Yes, sometimes he is, but when he spends his time with his family, or when he is hilarious, yes, I like all these sides of him. I like when he he can be the Super Saiyan, but when Chi is telling him, "Oh, what are you doing, okay?" He's afraid of his wife. I like that because it's a paradox. Okay, he can be the Super Saiyan, one, two, three, four, even the Super Saiyan with the blue hair, like in Dragon Ball Super. Even if I still have to watch Dragon Ball Super, but yeah, when his wife is complaining, or she's trying to hit him, wow, he's so scared. Your favorite guy? Okay, go on. Okay, and your bad guy, Freezer. Okay, okay, we have the same thought about the villain. Okay. um yeah, I still have to watch Dragon Ball Super. I didn't have the chance because right now, by myself, I'm following One Piece and I'm following Boruto because I can't make reaction videos of these two. They are too long. And yeah, but when we will reach the end of One Piece and I will know that that's the final saga or something like that, maybe I will follow it too. Because yeah, I was skeptical about One Piece. I mean, at the beginning, I think I tried it 3 or 4 times to watch One Piece, but every time there was a moment in which I was stopping. I don't know why, but I was skeptical. But now I have to regret this. I am enjoying One Piece, and I keep going on watching it. So I was wrong. Maybe I was too scared because of the length, because it's quite long, but I'm enjoying. and I keep going on, of course, by watching it. As much as Boruto, look, Boruto, I started it since it started, but then sometimes I was stopping because, to tell you honestly, except for the reaction videos, I don't like to wait 1 week to check the next episode. As a reactor is different because whew, it takes time, so I can rest, etc., etc. But in the case of me without reaction videos, I like to watch episode after episode immediately. Okay, let's go on, let's go on. So the fact that sometimes I had to stop with Boruto, so in the meantime the episodes were growing, the numbers of the number of episodes was growing. Thank you. Okay, that was amazing. But now, yeah, I'm following Boruto every week with the Kawaki Saga. I can't wait to watch it every week. Let's see what's going to happen. One Piece is a pretty good show. What episode are you on? I am a 345 because I started it from the beginning, so it takes time. But yeah, I am right now in the Thriller Bark saga, and yeah, let's see. It's quite funny. I like uh, the humor that is used in One Piece. I laugh so much. But I also like the moments in which Rufy, for example, he's so serious. Or one of the, till now, okay, of course, it's just a 345 episodes, but till now, I think the moment in which I was crying was the going merry when they decided to change the ship. But I felt so bad when Usopp was fighting Ruffy. I think that that moment was one of the worst for me. Oh, I couldn't get, I lost it for real. I think that that moment was pretty intense, and yeah, even Ruffy was not the usual. Let's go on, let's have fun. No, in that moment he felt he lost one of his best friends. I mean, one of the friends, thanks to which they could start everything. Wow, yeah, it was pretty painful to watch that episodes. I mean, two episodes. Uh, yeah, and then okay, if we talk about other anime, oof, there are so many things to say, but that's why if you want to ask me questions, it's better because otherwise it's becoming too long for me to explain everything. But yeah, yeah. For example, let me tell you until there are some other questions. Dragon Quest. Oh yes, I love Dragon Quest. And as I was telling you in the previous chit chat, I think 2 weeks ago, I don't remember, I was regretting because I was regretting the fact that I couldn't watch it when I was a baby girl because in Italy it was quite popular. I mean, there was the 1990s version of Dragon Quest, the anime I'm talking, and but I didn't watch it because at that time I was focusing too much on Dragon Ball, Dragon. So I thought, okay, let me skip this because in the meantime I'm watching Dragon Ball, and then later even Naruto arrived, so it was really hard to handle all these things. But yeah, now I regret it. To tell you honestly, yeah. But I'm happy because now I'm following it and I really enjoy it. I like all the characters over there too, even the villains. I really like the villains too. But yeah, if I have to pick a character, I would say Pop for sure. I think Pop is he is hilarious, but he is even so great when he's serious and when he has to face his limits. I really like that. And I mean, if I open, yes, that's correct. If because I still have to get some info about this. No, I will not put all the reactions. No, because At that time, I was not sure to do something like this, so I don't have the files anymore. When I will start with the episodes I will start with. So there will not be older episodes. So sorry for that, but I have never expected or imagined to think about something like this. So no, because when you start a channel, first of all, even YouTube has this option of membership, but it's coming later. I mean, it's not coming since the beginning. So until that button of membership came out, I have never thought about this. I've never thought, okay, I open a Patreon or I open the membership on YouTube or something like this, because I was ignorant. I didn't know that. But then later, um, after you reach a certain number of subscribers, then there is this membership appearing on the settings. I mean, on the settings on the channel. And at that time, I was thinking, what is this? Then I understood it because I was checking all the things and I was getting all the info and things like this. But it was too late, because in the meantime, I was deleting the files that had all the videos, the previous videos. And that's why I can't upload those videos. I'm so sorry for that, but yeah, I can't. But of course, if I'm about to start this, because I still have to get some info about this, I will put even Shingeki no Kyojin, the part 2 of season 4. This is one of my goals. Let's see if I can decide myself until that moment, because there is one thing that is a problem. The software that I'm using to edit the videos, you can't open it multiple times. So when I'm shooting the reaction video, I can open the software one time per time. It means that if I have to open a Patreon, which should I upload first? The long version on Patreon or the short version on YouTube? I have to choose this, because I can't use the software 2 times in a row. And it takes time, because when it's rendering, I mean, when it's delivering, and when you have to wait until the software is processing the video once it's edited, it takes time. So that's why I'm thinking how to handle this. Before opening a Patreon, I have to be sure how to work on this, because I don't want to open something and then I discover that I'm not able to do something like this, and to disappoint people who are going to pay for contents. Do you understand? So I have to be sure about what to do and how to do it. Sorry, wait a second. Hi. Hi, arigato. Okay, it arrived. Hope you understood. I would like to open a Patreon. Yeah, it's a nice idea. And look, there is even the possibility to open this sort of a membership even on YouTube. I mean, if I don't use a Patreon, I can use YouTube. But the problem on YouTube is that if I put the extended version of the video on YouTube and it's just for members only, I think I could have the same problems with the copyright, because it's always the same platform. So the fact that there could be problems like these, maybe it's better, yes, if I choose another website like Patreon. But even a Patreon is connected to YouTube. So I am afraid that when I start a Patreon and then it takes the videos from YouTube because there is this connection between the account with the channel. I am afraid that it can create problems for copyright for the same reason. Patreon first, I think, because exactly, yeah, exactly. But I think that if I upload on Patreon, I will upload just the reaction video. There will not be the intro. There will not be the outro, I mean the commentary, because what you are paying for is the extended reaction video. For the commentary, you can watch it on YouTube when I publish the short version. Sorry. Amore, if you can open, please. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, of course, you're right, because I think a Patreon, it's better to post the Patreon first for the reason you said. Um, but at this point, or I need another computer. So in one computer, I'm working with for the Patreon video, and on this computer, I'm working of the reaction video for YouTube, and then I upload the first to Patreon immediately, and then YouTube immediately at the same time. Do you understand what I mean? This could be another great idea, but I have to think about it. I will take some time to understand how to do this. But I think that, oh, thank you. Okay, put it here. Thank you. Sugoi. Okay, a huge package from my parents came. I'm so happy for that. But anyway, yeah, I will think about it. I think before Demon Slayer is starting, that means in autumn, because I'm pretty sure it will start in autumn, I will think about it, and I will make my decision about this for sure. Of course, I will let you know. I mean, I will write it in the community. I will write it in the description of each video when the Patreon will be open. You will understand it. Or maybe I will make another live streaming in which I tell you directly, I opened my Patreon. So you will understand it for sure. But yeah, I have to find my way. I hope you understand what I mean. Because that, unfortunately, I still have to understand how to manage it. But I have to find a way in which I can open the software multiple times, or if I have another computer, if I can open it twice. I mean, one on this computer and one on another computer. So I will put the entire reaction video in its rendering. In the meantime, this reaction video, entire uncut reaction video is rendering, is processing. At the same time, I'm working for the YouTube video. I have to find my way. But okay, wait, be patient. I know it's pretty, how can I say? It's something that it's creating lots of problems because unfortunately people, some people, most of my subscribers understood that, fortunately. But there are some other people who don't understand that living in Japan, it's not like living in America. Living in Japan it means that Japan has its own rules about copyright and things like this. So if it was for me, it would have been amazing to upload the extended version on YouTube, and who cares? But it's not going to happen because there are some rules, and we creators should follow them. Otherwise, there is not the possibility to go on with the channel. And I understand, yeah, I understand that it's frustrating for you guys to follow the timer or to follow the tiny screen, etc., etc. But if it was for me, look, I would have put the tiny screen without opacity, I mean, without blurring anything, but I can't, because that means that my channel would be deleted immediately. And I don't want to risk this because it took so much time to reach where I am now, and it's a waste. Do you understand? So that's why I'm thinking this. But I have to figure out how to work on the same video with the two things, or with the same software in the same computer, and find my way. Yes, exactly. I have to figure things out clearly because I don't want to make mistakes. When it regards other people paying for contents, I don't want to take these responsibilities, so I have to manage it for real in the best way. Yeah, I think it's better. It's okay. Yeah, but you know them. Thank you for knowing them. But there are many people who, even if I write it multiple times, even if I write it below each video, even if I write it in the community, even if I say it during a video, they don't understand. So there are some times in which I have to repeat myself many, endless times, but people still don't get it because look, even if it's written everywhere that I live in Japan, for example, many people come under the video and they tell me, "Ah, where do you live? Why you can't put the tiny screen?" It's obvious. I'm saying it many times, especially when I was uploading the Shingeki no Kyojin reaction videos. Even if they knew that I was from Japan, that I was saying it at the beginning of the video, that I was saying it in the comment below, in the first pinned comment, okay? No, people don't read, people don't pay attention. And trust me, I'm pretty kind. I like to answer to all of your comments and I like to interact with you guys, but people should also understand that when you receive the same answer, the same question over and over again, it's not easy to reply, for example, 50 times in a row the same question. It's becoming boring, but I'm doing my best. Of course, yeah, the rules on YouTube, they are strict and we should follow them. That's the only way. That's the only way to go on uploading videos. But I will do my best. Okay, I will think about it. I will let you know for sure about this. This was just an initial idea because I thought, okay, many people were complaining about how short the reaction video is, about the fact that there is the tiny screen, about the fact that there is not the music, about the fact that they don't understand when I'm reacting, and what time, when, how, etc., etc. So I thought, okay, many people are requesting me to put the uncut videos, the uncut reaction videos. Many people are asking me to put the music at least, or to put the tiny screen, but on YouTube it's impossible. Um, so let's see what's going to happen. But definitely, I think that's the best solution. I just need time to figure things out, and then I will let you know. Okay, guys. Okay, look, another 10 minutes, more or less. If you have other questions, let me know. Of course, this live streaming, as all the other live streamings, will be on the channel. And at the end of this live streaming, I will interrupt the poll that I put it on the community 1 week ago. Because do you remember you had a 7 days time limit to vote which one between a Vivi Fluoride Eyes Song and 86 I should react to? Please vote in the community now or never, because once it's chosen, I will react to that anime. Of course, the anime that is losing, I will react to it later. But let me give the priority to the anime you choose. And that's what I think. Okay, do you have other questions for me? Do you want to know something else? Do you want to know some other interesting things about anime? Do you want to know my future projects? Yeah, I already said them multiple times. Do you want to know some other things? Look, I waited 3 minutes instead of 10 because it's already 1 hour and 33 minutes. Wow, that's amazing. That was really huge. This live streaming was whoa. I thought I would have never talked too much, but okay, it's not happening. I talked too much as always. Anything else? Anything else you would like to ask me? And then follow me on Instagram, because over there you find other pictures, other details, maybe other of my opinions. Who knows? You find what's going on. So feel free to follow me over there too, even on Facebook. Okay, good job, games. Well, my question's already been answered. Perfect. Okay, I'm so happy for that. Okay, guys, I think I will go. Yes. Okay. You don't have other questions, so feel free to join me with other adventures coming on the channel. Feel free to follow me. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Feel free to share this channel with other people who like anime, reviews, or reactions, whatever. And see you in the next video tomorrow with the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Watch that video, because I was like, yeah! It was something crazy, something amazing. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for joining me with this live streaming. Thank you for all of your questions. See you in the next video or live streaming. Who knows? Bye. Bye. See you. Thank you.